You know we got a hoist, eh? So I just caught Jason lying on the ground. And we've got a hoist. What were you just doing?
It's got oil pressure now.
You were cranking up oil pressure. Are we meant to do that before we start them?
I don't know. It's something I do. Do you do it?
I think it's a really good idea. Yeah, I do it on every single one. I won't fire them up if they don't have oil pressure.
Head turning something 300 kVA.
Cranking. That's good.
I don't work in kVA, so I don't know how much that in PSI is.
45.
Oh, pretty good.
Times each 100 by about 15, a roundabout.
I'm not doing quick maths.
So roundabout.
I think you did fuel pressure.
Now you've I got fuel pressure too. Yeah. I actually just heard it cranking and cranking and cranking, and that was Jace pulling up the oil pressure. We never ever start these without getting oil pressure. We just will not do it. Inside he's been connecting a whole lot of wires and around the fuse box and relay box. There's diagrams everywhere. I think I've been wandering around with the fuel pump plug that he's cut off and replaced. He's just run a little wire across the back of the dash. We had a slight incident with this vehicle. Actually was the same as the diagrams for this model, which is, you might seem a little bit strange, but I've actually got diagrams for lots of different Hiluxes. And this one, the crank signal was actually, or the starter signal was actually in the factory position. A lot of them are in a different position, which I don't have the diagrams for, but I know it's that way because I normally check every single one. But Toyota often on these, they change just a couple of pins over the different years just to really make it a challenge. So what have you got left to do besides that little repair?
This little repair.
And fan relays.
Yeah, but I'm going to fire it up so it ran.
Yeah, and fair enough. Yep, good idea. It's a big day when you start them for the first time. That's nice.
Made some capacity influence.
Yeah, good. That's positive. And you've only put water in it?
Yeah, none of it's full.
Oh, and oil, of course, but you know. One of the reasons we only put water in to start with, if there are any problems, we're not playing with antifreeze and getting antifreeze on the ground or into the environment. And Murphy plays a role as well, because if you put antifreeze in it, you just about always have problems, and if you don't put antifreeze in, you don't have any problems. So I go with water first. Just move the throttle. Got a big air leak in the top of the manifold too. You need to sort.
Yeah, the 20 out the top here.
Yeah. Map sensor is connected. Did you get cam and crank sensor coming into the ECU?
Just see the trick. Just look at that.
I was out talking to another man, and now it runs. And any fudge.
Cool. Go on there. Look like a medal for your fudge.
It sounds good to me.
Is it? No. This is really open headers. It sounds like shit.
We are going to have to discuss your definition of sounding good and not sounding good. I reckon it's the belt. Nah, it's just the throttle body. It's just the throttle body.
Oh, it sounds dirty.
I think we've lost a coil on one side. What you got happening there?
Hey?
What you got happening there? Right hand side. It's running properly now. It sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds lovely.
Yes.
Didn't take you long to solve that one. Give it a little rev. Just a little rev. Oh, have I got the touchy throttle settings in it? Sounds good to me. Not connected.
Yeah.
Bluetooth aircon. Yep.
But look, it's filtered.
You'll notice that the temp gauge works and that the tacho works. It's actually quite nice and warm in here because it's not warm anywhere else. Temp there. Air temp isn't connected today at the moment. And I've got communication with the factory ECU as well to see what's going on there. And that is why that temp gauge works. Factory ECU is still in situ, still running the temp gauge, and in this case, still running the tacho. Didn't have to. We could run it safely off the link, but we were kind of set up for doing it at extreme, and we ended up putting the thunder in it. So we kept the wiring as it was. Well done. Well done. It's a runner. I don't think that battery's big enough.
No.
You do like the ride-on lawnmower battery conversion and the Hilux.
Lightweight. We've got it.
Lightweight.
Yep.
Well, we did take that big heavy diesel out and put a lighter engine in anyway.
Yep.
So you go in the full lightweight with the Econo battery.
We're going performance here.
Ooh. So Jason's in here putting in some fan relays. And he had signals coming through from in the cab, so he's tapped them in. And tucked a couple of relays in there with fuses in. So that's nice and easy, it's fused up. And then he's run some wiring down into the front here, trying to make it look like it was factory Toyota. And you were checking the direction of the fans. How good is that? So how often do we have a car come in and the fans go the wrong way? Because they don't check them. Oh, the air temp sits quite neatly in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Screwed in nicely. I don't think that's coming out, is it? No.
The screw was more just to wait for the glue to go off.
Yeah. Jason glued the air temp sensor in there. We're hoping it doesn't fail, but it won't. And you can see the factory airbox. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That looks really smart. That looks smart. Did you actually find another hose for that or not?
Yes.
Oh, you did find something that works?
Oh, it's on there.
Good. Excellent. That's
Not
nice.
pretty, but it actually looks pretty good.
It looks good to me. It looks like a factory style one. We'll have to get another bung for here as well.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's good. Suppressor's on.
Map sensor mounted.
Oh, you mounted the map sensor.
They locked today. This is proving to be a problem.
Fantastic. So you're struggling to find an ignition source in there?
Yeah. Kind of hard without a battery in it too, so it makes it a bit difficult. I think
There's an output from one of these relays though. So down in here, the one that was the power supply for the injector driver should become live.
I didn't put it back in though.
No, you didn't put it back in this plug, but it's on the inside of the plug. You didn't remove it from inside the fuse box. And we are joking about the little battery. It's so we can just lift it in and out when we're powering stuff up. Just in case, every now and then I get people that don't get our humour.
Lightweight, high performance. It's like this guard. It's speed.
Aerodynamic dense.
Yeah, speed. It just says speed.
It looks used. It's got the racing stripes.
It's got the wire fence racing stripes.
Yeah, mate.
Yep.
That's it. Perfect. It's quite loud. Hey, that fan works. Going the right way? Awesome. It's probably not going to make this one come on because it's not going to get hot enough. That big spar is going to keep it cold. See? Oh, the first drive. It's still got the skylight.
See, it's a serious head with no oil in it.
I hope you put oil in it now.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, good so far.
Can't see.
Oh, the dust. Hey, the washers work. We probably could take the tape off the bonnet now. What's the petrol gauge say?
Just above E.
First drive is always a good day. Good girl. You get out of the way, eh? Good girl.